So namaste everyone. Now let me start today class with a small recap what we learned in previous videos. In previous videos I explained different concepts what we already learned in the previous classes, that is meaning of statistics, application, what is data, different types of frequency distribution table, what is meaning of frequency, range, and what is ungrouped data, group data, and also class mark, class size, and class intervals. And also we learned in the previous video I also explained how to find the mean of ungrouped data, that is mean is equal to sum of observations divided by total number of observations. And in today's class it is all about class 10th portion. So in the previous two videos we discussed only whatever we know the basic knowledge before in class 9th. In this video now I am going to start the exact concepts which you are going to learn in class 10th. So in the first exercise you have mean, how to find mean of a group data. So in the previous video you know what is meaning of group data. And in 9th standard you learned only how to find mean, median, mode for ungrouped data. But now, so in the class 10th you are going to learn how to find mean, median and mode for a group data. So in the first exercise you are going to learn how to find mean of group data. So there are three methods to find mean of group data. One is direct method, second method is assumed mean method, and the third method is step deviation method. Note children, the third method, that is step deviation method, is deleted from your portion this year. So now we are going to understand how to find mean of group data by direct method and also mean of group data by assumed mean method. Now, what is mean by direct method? So in the previous class, I took a data, we converted an ungrouped data to group data. The same data now I am finding, that is, we have the data is given, this is the data, marks and the number of students. These two columns is the data. Now I am finding, and you can see, you can observe that there are groups here. So this we call it as group data. Now question they asked, find the mean of this data. So I hope we are not aware of how to find mean data in 9th standard, class 9th. So now let me explain how to find mean of group data by direct method. So note that the first column, these are called class intervals, and the second column, this is called number of students, that is frequency, means. And this what type of data, you can see it is called exclusive class intervals, what I have taken here. Now how to find the mean? So how you got the formula also, let me explain. So class mark, already I explained in the previous class what is class mark. Class mark is the middlemost observation of each class interval. So what is the formula? Class mark is equal to lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. So with this formula we can find class mark for every class interval. So let me explain you now. 0 plus 10, 10 divided by 2, how much? 5. Next, 10 plus 20, 30 by 2, 15. 20 plus 30, 50 by 2, 25. So instead of applying the class mark formula for every class interval, you can first find the class mark of first class interval. What I got? 5. And the remaining class intervals without formula you can find with the help of class size. What is class size here? 20 minus 10. You can observe the class size is 10. So once you get the class mark of first class interval, you can add the class size plus 10. That is 5 plus 10, 15. 15 plus 10, 25. 25 plus 10, 35. 35 plus 10, 45, 45 plus 10, 55. So this is one alternative method of finding class mark. So that is, instead of finding using the formula, that is lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. Instead of finding a formula for every class interval, first we should find the class mark using the formula for first class interval, that we got 5, and the remaining class intervals you can add by adding size, class size, we get the next successive class interval, class marks. Now, so we have the another column, that is xi. Now I have to multiply number of students, that is fi and xi, that is fi xi. Multiply 2 5s are 10, 1 into 15 15, 3 into 25 75, 4 into 35 140, 8 into 45 360, 2 into 55 110. Then afterwards what I have to do? Take the summation of this column, that is fi xi. Means what? When I add, this symbol is nothing but summation, means I am adding the sum of all this, that is fi xi. f1 x1, f2 x2, f3 x3. You are adding all these numbers. We got 710 as a total. This is called summation of fi xi. Then what is, how many number of students you have here? That is frequency. Summation of fi, when you add here, 20 you got. Then what is the formula? Mean equals to x bar equal to summation of fi xi divided by summation of fi. So what is the summation of fi xi here? 710 divided by summation of fi is 20. So divide it, we get 35.5. So this V is called as mean of the given data, which is called group data by direct method. So you can ask one question. In the previous class, that is how to find mean of an ungrouped data. You can see here, I found out mean of an ungrouped data with the same formula. That is summation of fi xi divided by summation of fi. But what I got the answer? I got 33.55. The same data I took here to find the mean of group data, but the answer is 35.5. 33.55 I got in ungrouped data and 35.5 I got in grouped data. Then if I ask you question with this for same data I took, which is the correct, means which is appropriate, exact answer, which is the exact mean, whether is it ungrouped or grouped? My answer is, it is ungrouped. So whatever you got, 33.5 is the correct mean, because we added each and every individual, that is we got 671. So we got 33.55 is the mean of this data, where we did in which method? Ungrouped. Why it is correct? Because each individual marks is added here. But whereas in this data, we made groups. So we don't know 2 members marks lies between 0 and 10. We don't know what is exactly. So which is exactly correct answer? Ungrouped mean is correct than grouped. Then why if it is approximate value, why we are doing grouped mean? Because we go for grouped data when the data is very large. Because of that we are doing grouped data. But the exact answer we get in ungrouped. So what is the answer? We got 35.5. Now what is the formula now? We have to remember mean. How to find mean by ungrouped, for ungrouped data, which method? Direct method. That is a formula, summation of fi xi divided by summation of fi. Where? What is fi? Fi is a frequency. What is xi? Xi is a class mark. But whereas in ungrouped data, what I did in before, fi is frequency and xi's are nothing but only marks, not class marks. But here xi is nothing but class mark. What is class mark? Lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. So I hope everyone understood. Even though the formula for ungrouped data and this grouped data by direct method is same, but this xi is different. In ungrouped data, xi is only marks, but in grouped data, xi is one from each class interval, that is class mark, that is lower limit plus upper limit whole divided by 2. Now let us move for the another method of finding mean, that is called assumed mean method. The first method was mean by direct method. Now I am explaining mean by assumed mean method. I am taking same example what I took before. So that is these two columns is the question, and we have to continue how to find mean by assumed mean method. The first you can see here, these are the class intervals, and the second column is number of students, and the third column is class mark. Already in direct method also we did till this column. So these three columns we did in direct method. Then what is extra in assumed mean method? Why we go for assumed mean method? You may have doubt. When we have already one method, direct method, why we have to go for another method that is called assumed mean method? We go for assumed mean method when the xi and fi are numerically large. But here I am taking the same example and I am explaining you. But when you go with the exercise question, you can observe there some numbers are very large. When you cannot multiply, we can multiply, but after multiplying again the summation also will become very difficult, and cancellation, simplification, everything will become difficult when the fi and xi's are very large. So note that we do direct method when fi and xi, fi column and xi column numbers are very small, and we go for assumed mean method when fi and xi are large. So as you know, in direct method we had already the three columns, that is class mark. What is class mark? How to find class mark? That is lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. So we got 5. By adding class size is 10 here. Adding 10, we got 15, 25, 35. So every time when you add, we get the next class mark. Then what are the new columns here we have? Concentrate. Di. What is di? Di is nothing but the deviation. So what is di? Di equal to xi minus a. What is xi? Xi is the class mark. You can see xi is the class mark. And what is a? A is assumed mean. From where you are assuming? This formula only tells you that you are taking a from xi. Understood? Di equals to xi minus a, where xi is the class mark and a is nothing but assumed mean. So a, we have to consider a from xi. This formula only tells you that we have to pick a from xi. Then out of these many xi's, which is a? Note that when the number of observation is odd, we get two middle numbers. We can take a any number, but for a better simplification, for easy simplification, we have to take middle number. So when the number of observation is odd, we'll get one exactly in the middle. That itself is the assumed mean. When the number of observation is even, we get two middlemost. So you can take any one, either 25 or 35. Here I am taking 25 as the assumed mean. That is a. You write off in the top, that is at the top, assumed mean a equals to 25. Now let me complete this column, that is di column, by subtracting a from xi. So what is xi here? And you should be very careful in subtracting here. 5. You can see xi is 5. 5 minus a is what? 25. 5 minus 25 is what? Minus 20. 15 is xi. 15 minus 25 is minus 10. 25 minus 25 is 0. 35 minus 25 is 10. 45 minus 25 is 20. 55 minus 25 is 30. You can observe this pattern. Here you will get, whenever we take middle number, we get the starting negative numbers and 0, and then we get positive numbers. This makes your simplification very easy because negative values and the positive values gets cancelled. So we get the very simple sum at the end. So because of that reason, we take assumed mean from the middle of xi. If you take starting only, we get all the positive numbers and we get a very big sum. So it is very difficult to cancel. So I hope everyone are following. The first column is class interval. It is given in the question. Number of students fi given in the question. And direct method we already took class mark, that is xi. And di is nothing but deviation from xi, that is xi minus a. A is 1 from xi, that is middlemost number from xi. When number of observation is odd, we get one middle number. When the number of observation is even, you can take any one out of 2. Now we got di column. And recall your direct method. We did in direct method multiplication fi with xi. But here the difference is di with xi. So multiply di with xi. Di with fi. So in direct method, we did multiplication xi with fi. We got fi xi in the third column. But now in this case, we have to multiply di with fi. Remember, always fi is fixed. You have to multiply fi with di. Now multiply. 2 into minus 20 is minus 40. 1 into minus 10 is minus 10. 3 into 0, 0. 4 into 10, 40. 8 into 20, 160. 2 into 30, 60. And you can see, again I got here negative values and positive values. Now what I have to do? I have to do sum of all these numbers. Summation of fi di. This column you have to add. And add here clearly you can see negative numbers and positive numbers. When you add this both the negative numbers, we get 40 plus 10, 50 with minus sign because sign is minus. And all these are positive numbers. Add all these positive numbers, we got 260 with sign plus. Here plus 260 and this is minus 50. What I have to do? I have to subtract. 260 minus 50. So how much we get? 210 is sum of all these numbers what we have in the column fi di. And this column summation is always fixed in any method, that is summation of fi. It is 20. Now let us find mean by using the formula by assumed mean method. So what is the formula? Mean equals to a plus summation of fi di divided by summation of fi. So when you go back to direct method, what was the formula? Summation of fi xi divided by summation of fi. So instead of xi you have di and you are adding a. And you can, to remember the formula, I will explain one point to you. Here we subtracted a from xi, but in the formula we are adding a. So mean equals to a plus summation of fi di divided by summation of fi. Now substitute all the a, fi, di, fi whatever you have. A is what? 25. Fi di is 210 divided by fi is 20. 210 divided by 20 is what? 10.5. And 25. 25 plus 10.5 is what? 35.5. So we got now mean by assumed mean method. So let us check the answer. What I did in the previous method, that is direct method, mean answer is same as this or different. So you can see here in the previous question we did mean by direct method. What we got? 35.5. So here also we got 35.5. So when whichever method you do, the answer remains same in a group data. But when we go for ungrouped data, answer differs. And I already discussed that the mean of ungrouped data is a correct mean. But whereas mean of group data is approximate value. But still why we do? Because when the data is very large, it is difficult to do mean by ungrouped data. So we convert them into grouped data. Now let me complete this video with the formula what I done mean by assumed mean. So what is the formula? Mean by direct assumed mean method. So this is mean by assumed mean method. Mean by assumed mean method equals to a plus summation of fi di divided by summation of fi, where a is assumed mean, fi is frequency, and di is nothing but deviation, that is xi minus a, and where xi already you know in direct method, that is class mark lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. So I hope everyone understood what is the difference between direct method and assumed mean method. We do direct method when xi and fi are very small, and we do assumed mean method when xi and fi are numerically large. So what is the difference in formula? Mean by direct method is summation of fi xi divided by summation of fi, and mean by assumed mean method is a plus summation of fi di divided by summation of fi. So I hope got the difference between what is ungrouped data, how to find mean by ungrouped data, and how to convert ungrouped to grouped, and how to find mean in group data with the two methods, and the third method, that is step deviation method, is deleted for you. Thank you.